What's up, guys? We're gonna Bro Beats, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys a scale you can use to make some nice dark melodies. So we're just gonna hop right into it. So I'm gonna show you how to build the scale from scratch, and then we can grab in one and start making a melody. So let's just go in here real quick, and I'm gonna show you how to build it. So the scale that we're gonna be using, okay, is a somewhat common one. So what is called is the Phrygian. Okay, so this is a really good one for like dark melodic stuff. So let's go in, and we're going to start on C because it's like the most common. So I'm going to start from C, and this is pretty much the pattern. So if you want to get it right every single time, it's actually a lot easier than the minor and major. So you want to just go up one, and then you want to skip every other note from here. So it'll look like this, to put it simply. Okay, so it just is this pattern. And then all you do is copy this pattern, okay, and then you just pull it up. You skip a space, obviously, and then that's it. That's the scale. And then obviously you circle back to your original note. Okay, so we're gonna grab the scale here, and we can just go in here and we can put it on C since we started with C. Let's go ahead and start with our melody. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and start with our bass first. So this is the preset. Any presets I use will be linked in the description for you. So I'm gonna just show you how to make a bass line just out of any scale, because when you're starting with a blank canvas, sometimes it's hard to figure out what to use and stuff. So what you can do is just put your note on the root, or it could be any note. You want to make a dyad. Now this is how I like to do it because it frees me up. But if you want to go textbook, you just make a chord and you just pull one of these down, and now you can have a little bass line. Okay, but I like to do a dyad upward, just like so. So you skip every other note within the scale and then one backwards, and that's one way you can do it. And if you look, this is a chord as well, right? And if you want to do another one, you could do it like this, right? It's really all up to you and what you want to do. Let me see. I want to make sure. So I want to do something dark. I don't want like a major chord to start off with. I want to make sure. Okay, I like this one better, so I'm gonna use this one. This is gonna be my bass line. You could choose whichever one you want. Again, you can do any one. It doesn't have to be these notes. It could be this one, right? Probably will pull this down. It's really up to you. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. Pull it over. There we go. All right, so that's our bass line. Let's move on to our melody. All right, so now we're gonna start our actual melody. So this is the preset I'm using. Okay, I'm just copy the bass line. Now you don't have to follow this exactly. One trick you can do is take the first note and you can make a chord out of it, like so, and you can just pull it up an octave. And I might actually pull this whole thing up an octave, and then you can kind of use this as a guide throughout your entire melody, because it'll work over all these notes. Because remember, this is all built, all these are built from the same note, right? Or in the same harmony, right? So it'll automatically work up here. So that's why I kind of like doing it that way when I was talking about the bass line, because I'm free to just put whatever notes I want. So I'm gonna delete these, and then we can just kind of work with this. Like that. Kind of want to move these around a bit. Maybe we can do something like this. All right, and I'm just bending my rhythm to my bass line pretty much. So let's keep going, and then maybe we can cheat it a little bit by doing something like this. The reason I'm doing that is because this all working together. Just trying to show you like why I'm pulling these notes over. All right, let's play, let's see. And we can add like a top thing up here too. What if we did a flam? Okay, so that's one way you can kind of figure out what notes to use. So I'm gonna use these notes. I'm gonna probably just kind of steal the pattern. So if we steal this pattern from right here, oops, zoom back in. So I'm gonna try to keep it. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty good. Let's see. Make sure all this is together. And I kind of wanna, let's pull this back. I'm gonna go to 1/4, and I'm gonna try to do this like triplets pattern here, so it will look something like this, something along the lines of that. I'm gonna take this and just apply it down here, as you can see. I guess we can't even hear it, so I'll just keep it in for the other sounds. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna pull this over and we're gonna simplify this. So I'm gonna literally just do something like this. Okay, and I think that's good enough. And I'm gonna move this bass. Oops. I'm gonna move these notes over. Why are these doubled? And I'm gonna apply this to our bass line too, just so it's all together for the rhythm. Okay, making those adjustments. Pull it in. There we go. I want to make sure this sounds good, so I'm gonna copy this here. And we're gonna add effects too, but I don't think we really need them. I think we can stop it around here. So I like this, like how these sound together, but I don't like it kind of going in there. Okay, I think that's a good release. Okay, I think that is the melody. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and add our counter. All right, so for our counter, we have a little flute sound here. All right, so we're just gonna kind of add it in. Let's see. I want to make sure y'all can see the notes that I'm using and stuff. So, but I want to keep everything kind of in frame too. So, I'm gonna just kind of click around and see what notes I like throughout it. Have to go a little bit lower. I think I want to do a flam here. I want this to be as smooth as possible. I like that. Okay. And then we could just kind of let it keep flowing. Kind of do the same thing, but just kind of keep it going down. Let's see. That should sound pretty good. I'm gonna just tighten these up a bit, make sure, let's see. We do 1/4. Make sure we can get this right. Let's see. Offset these a bit. Okay, I like that. I think that's pretty smooth. So what I'm gonna do now, because the melody is pretty much done, I'm gonna throw some effects on. This is not really relevant, but just to kind of get kind of like what it would sound like, you know, with the effects. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Quickly, I just want to go over some effects. So these are just some effects that I just quickly threw on, nothing crazy. So for our first sound, this one, our strings, I put this preset on. This is kind of like a triplet gate, this one right here. So I'll show you what that sounds like on. I just wanted to kind of sound like texture rather than a melody. So that's why I added that. And then to further that effect, I put an EQ. And this is just kind of like a sharp EQ. All right, so that's playing in the background. And then obviously you can see my panning and stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then for this is our bell, I believe, yep. I just add this preset. Just to kind of give it something, some type of character. This is the preset it's called here. Now those together. Okay, and then we have our flute. Just let it play. Okay, and I thought that kind of added to the vibe. So this is the preset here. All right, and it's usually, I think it's full. I just turned it down a bit. And yeah, and then for the bass, just took out the EQ, and this is what it sounds like. And then to further the effects and stuff, I usually would add, and this is why I turned it off, just because of this. It's kind of annoying. But just like an RC20 or whatever, this is the preset I have. And yeah, I don't really know how to explain it. It just kind of fattens it up, I guess. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.